My name is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with Internal Revenue Service. Welcome to my YouTube station. I worked at IRS for a decade. I've been in private practice for 4 decades. I have been doing this for 50 years. I've worked over, 10,000 cases. I am a national expert in resolution matters. I have a whole team of former IRS agents on staff and been on the national news a lot. You can see all my interviews at 777irs.com. Thank you so much for listening. The question today that somebody asked me is, how long does a federal tax lien stay attached to whatever it attaches to? Well, the federal tax lien really comes into place really the minute you owe tax and you don't do nothing about that. But generally, a federal tax lien is going to be in place in practical matters the day IRS files that lien. So how does that usually work? Well, I used to file a lot of federal tax liens. I was a revenue officer. So what IRS does, let's say you file your return on January 1st, and on April 15th, IRS processes the return June 1st. Let's say 6 weeks after you file, IRS puts that lien on their computer system. That's called the TC-150 date. If you have your transcript and you want to know when your date of assessment started, you can look at your TC-150, your transaction code. That is really the beginning of the IRS 10-year statute of limitation period. But that doesn't mean IRS has filed their lien. IRS will usually send you out a series of letters like a CP-14, a CP-501, a CP-503, the 504, in which you better take action, and then the appeals letter at the 1058. So you really got to be aware of that process. Usually 6 months into the process, if you do nothing, IRS will file a federal tax lien. That lien will stay in place until the statutory period is up on that period. What is the statutory period of time? It's 10 years from that date of assessment that I just talked to you about. How do you get that tax lien released? Well, it can be released because the statute expired. It can be released because you've paid it, or you've got the liability down under $25,000 and made 3 direct payments on it, or you can file an offer and compromise, and after you meet the terms of the offer, it will go away because you've met the terms of the offer. Is the lien damaging? Well, it's not on your credit report. If people want to see and be nosy and want to find out if you owe IRS, the only way they can do that is not through your credit report, but they'd have to actually go ahead and search the courthouse records. Anyway, that's what you need to know about the lien. If you have a lien problem, I am an expert in it. We can get lien releases through discharges and other things. It's not covered at this video. Give me a subscription if you would. I appreciate it. Thank you.